Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. I'm out here in what I call the fourth section, and this is the section in my yard where I have the nightshade family stuff growing. Tomatoes and eggplants are from the nightshade family, but I also got some zucchini squash that I'm not impressed with what's happening. The germination rate is extremely poor. I planted 24 seeds in this bed here, hoping to get 10 out of it. And I got one little plant, one even littler plant that got half eaten. That's the biggest plant out of them. Is the next biggest, and finally the last. It looks like I'll probably end up digging a couple of these up and moving them over so that I have one 10-foot bed that has 5 plants in it. But another thing I also got going on here against the fence line is Egyptian walking onions. These ones here are not as abundant in the amount of space that they're taking up in the row, but they are doing better with the amount of bulbils on the plant. So I like that. I like that very much because that's what these are about getting bulbils for replanting. As time goes on, I'll have all the amount of rows that I want figured out how much I need in order for the amount of production that comes in order to chop up and save the onions in the freezer for eating throughout the year or adding to cooking stuff to eat. But anyhow, here's the tomatoes. I finally got all the cages in place in this area. They're all standing up. There's some securing that needs to be done. Uh, all the tomato plants have been tied off at least once, but they're getting big. They're going to have to be tied off again. They're getting plenty big. The eggplants are doing well. Even these ones that aren't mulched in are doing well. Actually, these ones probably look the best, even compared to the mulched in ones. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's because the type of soil, the clay soil, was a different clay soil. Not really sure. But yeah, these are my cherry tomatoes, and I got plants in here that are upwards over 3 feet, and there's a lot of flowers getting on these things, and it's going to be tomatoes soon.